Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Hey guys. It's JoJo here with JoJo's Rustic Remnants. I'm here on the Craft Around the Clock group. And hi everybody, I see you coming in. Please say hello when you come in. I'd like to know if you're new and where you're watching from. Again, I'm JoJo with JoJo's Rustic Remnants. I'd appreciate it if you guys would like and follow and sprinkle the love. Hey, Tracy Campbell. Hi, Maria. Hi, Lisa. I think I missed somebody. Hey, Charlie. I will go back and answer any questions if you have them. Please feel free to ask questions as we go. I am going to do something rustic tonight. Hey, friend. Hi, Vincent and Cindy. If you're watching the replay, please hit me up with hashtag replay. That would be fabulous. Nana is at my niece's basketball game today, which started at 5:30, I think. So she may come in while we're here. Who knows? Hey, Garlene and Linda and Carol Ann. I have a quick project tonight, but have no fear. If I finish early, I do have some door hangers that I have never, ever made. So we could whip into some door hangers. So, hey, Doreen and Brenda and Kaylin and Lisa Law. I think I just sent cookies or something out to you, if I recall. Oh, maybe, I don't know, maybe turtles or something. Hi, Alicia. Thank you for stopping in. So, guys, I went down to the magical basement, picked up a couple of collections. This is another antique box that I actually cannot read. I don't know what it says, but it's one of those things that you find in an old barn. It's all dovetailed and rickety and dirty. You know, I like it a little dirty and rusty. So I grabbed this box and a little bit of some, this is burlap mesh. Okay, and I'm just going to take a hunk of it. I'm not going to measure it. I am going to just make it all willy-nilly. That's how I kind of like it. I hope you guys can see. I'm literally just scrunching some of it up. And I want to cover up my gaps and cracks that's in here. So I'm just going to use a few U-pins, not glue pins, U-pins. And can you guys see okay? Give me a holler if you guys can't see. And I'm just going to put it in there because I like it to hang over and look like it just landed there precariously. We're probably going to use some natural moss and stuff like that. But I like it to be all just rolled around and nonchalant and coming apart. I do like to take these little things off. Right? You don't take them all off because you don't want your whole thing to unravel. But I like it to be like all up and down and willy wonky. Does that make sense? Thank you, Alicia. Hey, Robin. Hi, Cindy. Oh, great. You guys can see. So literally, I didn't do anything special, right? I just pulled it apart. I laid it on top. Yes, you can still see some of the things going on. And I'm actually going to get a staple gun, and under here where you can't see it, I'm going to give it a little tack down because I want it to look like the chicken sort of laid this little criggly sort of nest of things, that it's been here a long time, right? No rhyme or reason, okay? I don't want it to look perfect. I want it to look not perfect. It's Monday. Did you guys have a good Monday? I had to adult today. I think I did a good job. My boss said I did a good job. So that's all that matters. As long as she's happy, I'm happy. But I had to talk to cabinet. The cabinet members make me have agina. Like, makes me have the palpitations. And then they made us wait 40 minutes. Okay? Rude. It is what it is. I'm going to take some more, right? And I'm not measuring. I'm not lining up anything straight. I'm literally going all crazy craggly, and I'm stuffing it in, right? I'm just messing it up and shoving it in. And, oops, I lost a U-pen, so let me grab a few of those. Hey, you stay there. Who else had to adult today and didn't like it? I wasn't good. As soon as my box arrived today, I ate the whole bag. Good for it. It came already? That was fast. Oh, that's good. That's good. Listen, girl, you can eat the whole bag. There's really, they're little. They're little cookies, so it's okay to eat the bag. Trust me, my mother can eat like 3 bags. Let me tip this down a little bit so you guys can see a little better. I hate it when the camera goes like this. Okay, so in here, again, Willy Wonky, right? Super crazy. Few U-pins. And all I'm going to do is peel off these pieces so it looks like real burlap. Okay, I don't want to have anything that looks perfect. I want it to look, when you see fishermen and they got their lines all out, it's very laid out, very specific and neat. But then there are pieces that look like they've been there for 42 years. That's what I'm going for. That, 42-year-old look, like it's just been sitting there. And that's it. And I'm going to take a few more pieces off of here. Okay. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You picking up what I'm putting down so far? Hey, Robin, I have a question. Have you ever made a wreath for a memorial service? Yes, with real flowers. I did do that in Waterman's Loft. And I have done a couple of memorial things for people. One time a young man passed away around here. And it was around the holidays, and I had done one with a winter truck. It was just the back end of the truck, and in the back of that truck, I had like a Christmas tree and a dog, and that dog was their family dog, and they fell in love with this wreath. It was relatively simple, lots of greens, but that little piece, that truck and that dog and that little Christmas tree in the back just reminded them of their son. And so I did do that. So I've done some memorial pieces, yes. And it's really good if you know their colors and you know the things that they loved. Not too many things because you want it to have a specific theme. But, I have done those things. Jojo, keep me in your prayers. Surgery again on February 12th. Oh, Judy, will do, will do. Thank you for following, guys. I appreciate you. Let's get back to business. Okay, so please ask the questions. And again, if I don't see it, because, again, those little tiny words are up there, I will go back and I will answer everything. So I'm going to do a little tucking in here because I want it to, Okay, I think we're good. What do you guys think, right? Looks like it's been there for 100 years, just like the box. All right. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put in this crazy little chicken, rooster, whatever you want to call it. Look at his little feathery butt. It, like, literally the fan is doing that. My hands are a little shaky, too. I haven't eaten dinner yet. And I missed my lunch because the board was late. The cabinet board was late. Rude. Anywho, I impressed them today. I think I impressed them. They were very happy with the work that we're working on. So I guess that's all that really matters. All right. So this, I'll give you the, I don't think she has any more, but this did come from Jen. But it does come from Sims Pottery. So the number on here is B as in boy, 489, and it says rooster 10.75 by 5 by 5 by 7 by 5. Weird. But B489 is the number. Okay? So I need to decide how I want this little guy to sit. And I actually think I want him to sit here. Let me just get that little leg over there and this leg over here. You know how they like to just perch themselves precariously? That's what I think I'm going to do. So I'm going to take some U-pins, cover up his little feet, and don't worry because this is going to be like a little Americana box. This could be for every day. People around here who have collections of things that are very much rustic, Americana sort of fits that theme. I'm going to put a tiny piece of glue on his little dew claw back here so that he sits still for me in the back. But he's in there pretty good. He's not going anywhere. We're going to give him some greens. I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. Don't, you know. I'm assuming it's a rooster, but I am not 100% sure. Let's make sure he's standing up straight. That's a good thing. Let's get some burlap under his toes, level him out. Okay, perfect. And I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on top of those U-pins so it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, easy peasy. Ta-da, ta-da. I'm going to take another piece of this because I only have that much of it and I will never use it for something else. So we're going to pull off the edges and we're going to fill in a little bit over here as well. What's nice about this is that I'm going to be able to shove my greenery in there really easily because it's going to go right through all these little holes. So again, I'm just scrunching and finding all the rough edges. You know, typically the edges we don't want to see when we're crafting with mesh, but I want to see all that stuff here. So I'm going to go in there and U-pin it. I'm going to do a little ticky-tack over here. There we go. Let all these little pieces fall over so that we have some of those accents in the back as well, because this piece could very easily go right or left or backwards or forwards. You know, centerpiece, you're meant to see it on all the sides. So that's what we're going to work with. Okay, moving on. I pulled out some really beautiful greenery, sort of for every day. And I also pulled out some of my patriotic, because I think it just lends itself to this particular piece with this guy. What do you think? So I think that's what we're going to work with. Super Americana. I do even have some eggs, although roosters don't lay eggs. I don't know. I got eggs. We're going to use eggs. All right. Let's see. Did I miss any questions? Roosters are boys. This boy's laying eggs. He's mixed up. Hey, Maureen, how are you? You have 7 real ones? Are they loud? How much for this one? I already love it. I haven't even priced it yet, but it's probably not going to be, you know, more than $120. It's probably going to be around that, $119-ish. Plus the shipping, but a size of this to ship is probably going to be, I don't know, anywhere from $18 to like $24. It just depends. It will lay flat like that when it ships, so it should be okay. And if you want it, you can just send me a message later. So before I post it there, I can give you information for PayPal or whatever. However you like to do things. Roosters, protect the eggs, maybe? That's what we're going with. That's what we're going to do. Hey, Ruth. Hi, Authorine. How are you? Hi, Stacy. I got my board. I finally have my board. I'm going to be calling you going, what do I do? All right, so let's just go in with this greenery. I'm going to pull it all apart. This greenery does come from Deco Exchange, and it has some really cool sticks that are all like super fun and willy-nilly up here, but down here you can twist them. So I'm going to do that. Okay, because I don't like anything sticking up really straight. That's just how I do. I do too. I love my Dyson fan because I sweat like a sinner in church up in here. Listen, I am a little sweat hog. That's what happens. I have no thyroid, so I can't control my temperature. And when I get up in here, I get hot, and then like it stays hot for a while. Okay, so we're going to go down in here. We're going to get all this little craggly stuff going. We've got all kinds of beautiful greens. This is maiden fern, I do believe, maiden hair. So we're going to go in with all the goodies. All right, all kinds of really super fun things. And I'm definitely going to cover up some of his feet so that I can't see where I stuck those U-pins and the glue. Plus I've got a lot of, what do you call that back there? gaps and cracks sticking out underneath his booty, but don't worry about it. It's not going to show. Okay, I love all the stickage and I love all the curliness of that. All right. Give that a little thingamabob right there. Ooh, I'm sorry, my phone just ding-a-linged. Don't know why. Okay. I didn't pull out ribbon for this. I probably should have, but we'll see. We'll see, we'll see. Lord knows I got ribbon. I'll leave this piece together, and I'm going to cut off the end. Sweet sweat like a sinner in church. That's me. My Nana says, Mom, my mother, we call Nana, says sweating like a hooker in church. But I don't judge. We all need a job. It is what it is, right? All right. Whoops. Let's get that off of there. I'm going way down in there. And a little bit of glue. Okay. So this whole design, because this is an antique box and you might want to use it and change it with the seasons, when I put the gaps and cracks in there, I just shoved it in so tight that you could literally pull the whole thing out and put something else in it. Now, these little staples will come out in 2 seconds. You just pry them out and you're good to go. I love all these itty bitty seeds, right? Like little sedum and stuff, like they went around and they pecked at it. I love that. Excuse your booty. And so this particular centerpiece, it's obviously the height is going to be on this side. And, oops, I bent it. Sorry. We got a little carried away there. I might have to pick it. Here we go. Should not have to pick that. It's sort of gonna go in this direction, right? We're gonna have a little height and we're gonna make it come down over here because I like it to be a little bit trailing off and have movement to it. Essentially that roller coaster sort of a look. And if that doesn't make sense, holler at me and let me know. There we go. But this little rooster just crawled himself right into this little bin. It's like a little grain bin. And I'm taking those same sticks. And if you want to, what makes it really simple, instead of using your finger, if your finger's too big, like me, I got sausage fingers like a man. So I'm just going to wrap them around this glue stick, and I get more curls out of that. Wrap, whoops. So like I said, some of them are not wired, the others are wired. And I kind of like that for this particular project. The rustier, the ricketier for working with antiques, the better. They just look like they go together, like peas and carrots. All right, so this glue is going to go back here. Give us a little bit more height. Okay, so now you can't see anything back there, which is fabulous. And now I'm going to have some trail forward. Whoops, I don't need that one. I'm still using this. This is a piece too that's not going to need a ton of product because you don't want to hide your box, right? That's sort of the amazeballs part about it, is the really cool box with the writing. I wish I could read it to you, but my eyes are not that good. I suppose if you sanded it, you might see a little bit more. Or you might just take the whole thing off. So that's why I kind of leave it like it is. All right, I'm going to leave all of this intact as one piece. And I'm going to cut it down here. And let's see, am I going to need to pick this? Let's hope not. So let's go. I'm just going to go underneath this flap. Get up on in there. So then I can take this piece and move that in between my stuff. So it looks like it just grew right out of that, right? I want it to look like everything was just organic and growing right out of this crazy little box that this rooster found, that he fell in love with, and he's like, hey, that's my space. It's my jam. That's where I'm going to sit. Okay, so I think this one's a little bit on the bluer side, meaning, so there are warm tones and blue tones. This one is a cooler tone. This is a warmer tone, and I'm going to work with that. This also came from Jam Design. This one came from Deco Exchange. The number on this is 62959BU, like blue, BU 23, or Boston University. All right. So I am going to start peeling this apart. It is hand wrapped. I love that because I can just rip it out and start adding all the little goodness. I love the ferns on this one. I love that this is flocked, right? It has super realistic. It's almost like Dusty Miller pieces, which are fantastic. And I'm going to roll this one. And I'm going to leave that one. And these sweet little daisies are just adorable. So I'm going to pull these down. I just want them hanging over loosely over the box. If you guys can hear that wheezing back there, that is Luciano and Gia all snuggled up on the couch. How are we doing on time? Okay, we've got, let's see, half an hour or so. 25 minutes. We got it. Don't worry about a thing. Absolutely love these poppies. And when I get off this live, I'm going to steam this. I don't know if you've ever seen me steam flowers. Hey, Mary. Hi, Charlotte. Hi, Abundant Blessings. Thank you so much. How is your friend doing? I haven't heard anything in a couple of days, so I'm really hopeful that she is doing well. I did hear that the nurses love going into her room because she's received so many flowers that the room smells lovely. And if you know Yvonne, she can make anyone laugh. So I'm hopeful that all things are going well and that she's resting and recovering, and but I want to call, but I also don't want to bother her daughters because I'm sure they're getting calls from all over the place, and so I just wait for the updates on her page. CT, if you're on here, I don't know if you've seen anything today. I was in the office all day and just got home in time for this. I'm going to put a little glue on that, and I'm going to go back over here. So here's the other thing that works really well. You can just cut, if the weave is too tight, just cut it, and it will let you get right on in there. Again, I'm going to do the same thing here, pulling everything down around my project. Oops, I just pulled that right off, so we're going to put that back on. Or not. Hold on. Let me just cut that stick off. But I want to keep this piece because I like the Dusty Miller portion of it. And every once in a while, if you want to pull a little piece out and make a bigger hole, you can do that too. Just to give it some, can you guys see that? I just put a little hole there and pulled out one of my strings so that I get that sort of natural vibe to it. Pulling my greenery down. Usually I pull it down and up, sort of like a roller coaster, because things tend to grow out and down, and when they hit the sun, they're searching for the sun, so they tend to come up like that. Now, let me open up this poppy. And again, I'm going to steam it so it will open up nice and big. I want to lay it down a little bit more and put some grains over that. Help me open it. Okay. I'm going to, ouch, put some more color back here behind this sweet little rooster. Get some more height over there as well. I love this blue. I think it's super pretty. And these little daisies, all of these flowers will open up amazing. Let me just see if my steamer has, let me plug in my steamer and get a little water because I think we have time and I can show that to you because it really does make a giant difference in your floral presentation when you steam them open. It works on plastic, it works on paper, it works on silk, it works for everything. So let me plug this bad boy in and I'll super quick get some water. We have the time, so I might as well show you, okay? 1 minute. Okay, sorry about that. So I just plugged this in. You can get these little steamers on Amazon for like 20 bucks. Just fill it up, turn it on. It's going to take some time. It's going to hiss and make some noise. And then when the heat starts pouring out of it, you'll be able to see it. Hey, Vicky. Hi, Robin. Do you use regular clothes steamer? Yeah, it's a regular clothes steamer. It's a little personal one that you would take for travel. Hi, Heather. Hi, Danita. And then you just let it get steamed up. I'm going to separate some more of this here. It's a little bit. There we go. And you're going to see what happens. Now, can you hear that? It's starting to make all kinds of crazy noise. Let's get rid of this. Hopefully you guys can see I don't have a big mess. We're going to put this up in the back. So most of you know, I think, I live out here in Massachusetts, so we have a lot of that. People tend to favor the rustic and Americana out here in the boondocks. I'm out in the, at the foothills of the Berkshires. There we go. We needed a little color by this guy. So now it made all that noise, and now you can see the steam coming out. Okay? So, well, let me get the glue gun out of here. And I'm going to hit it with steam. Can you guys see that opening? Don't worry if it drips, but be very careful not to burn yourself. Look at that. It opened it right up. So typically I would steam all of this before I put it in. So let me show you up close. You can see what happens here. So when these things come over here all the way from China and Vietnam, you know, they're tired. They've been squished and on a ship, and you can even do, see this leaf is plastic or paperish. Can you guys see all of that? It's one of my favorite. It's actually so relaxing. So when I get a big box of flowers, if I have time, I'll just sit there and unwrap them all and steam them. So it will work on the plastic as well. See this fern? As it starts to curl. See, I got my leaf completely open. This one has a crinkle in it. Come right up underneath it. Again, don't aim it at your fingers because it really hurts and you'll do that. Super cool, right? I love it. Hey, Nova Scotia, how are you? And then you just turn it off. Make sure you always turn it off. And it says to use, for the purpose of steaming your flowers, you don't need to. But if you're like steaming your clothes, they want to use like distilled water. It doesn't matter. You know. Now, you know I have a thing about threes, so I'm going to use this. I'm going to come up underneath here. Let me cut this. How am I doing about time? And can somebody type in who is next after me? That would be fantastic. Okay, we have 15 minutes. So I just need to decide how, I think I want it to come out here, and I do. My little rooster's camouflaging himself, but I do love like how it opens up those flowers. The blossoms look enormous now in comparison to what they were. And this one I should have done before I stuck it in there, but we're good. And bring that blue up there. So I have a little space here in the center, which is intentional. I am going to put a little bit of, just a little. I don't like to use a lot of this because I don't want it all over someone's house. I'm going to put a little squizzle of glue and just let it stick where it may. Carefully, not burn myself. Put a few little pieces here and there. Right? Just gives it that really natural vibe. And then I'm going to get me some of these little eggs. And we're going to glue those in there as well, right on top of this. Okay, you come on down here because you're hiding the rooster. There we go. And while that is not a nest, it kind of looks like one. You could put a bird's nest in here. That would be adorable. A few little things in there, a little wonky, a little topsy-turvy. Oops, don't burn myself. Right up in there like that. Now, if you wanted to put a bird or a bird's nest, if you wanted to put a small American flag, you could do that as well. Let me just give you a closer peek. So what I think I'm going to do is I've got some really cool open weave fabric or open weave ribbon. And I think what I'm going to do is take some of that, go around my box, and include a little bit of a ribbon. Now, you could do this with red, white, and blue. You could change it out. I'm just going to go around. It's going to hold down some of this goodness. Let me just cut this here. Go underneath there. I'm going to do a super, just basic, primitive bow. Tie it in a knot. Oops, let's see. I want to push this under. Raise this up. Now, could I have done a really pretty bow? I sure could have. But in this case, oh, I don't like it. Hold, please. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to come over here to the corner, and I'm going to tie this in a knot underneath here so we don't see it. And I'm going to staple it up there, just so it doesn't come down. Okay. And this one, I actually put it backwards, but I like that because it kind of looks like chicken wire. Can you see it? It has that chicken wire look about it. Okay, so I'm going to scroll it up here. Just want that to be a little bit more even. And I'm going to leave these tails in here. And put some of this underneath. And And I'm going to come over here and give it a little tack in places. Whoops, that one did not go through. That one hit a dovetail in the wood. There we go. And then I'm going to cut this off. Then I can go in here and make a proper bow. Just a single loop, something small. Like that and like this. Super, super small. Get that out of there. Cut it straight across for this one, and I'll cut it on an angle once I have it up there. But this, I can staple right up here. And you will never see that staple, I promise. Okay, so now we've got this cute little bow incorporated in our design. I'm going to cut it on the angle. You could absolutely make a beautiful patriotic bow. I just wanted this to be more for every day. But again, if 4th of July came around, I would take a tea-stained American flag and stick it in there. What do you guys think? Just a pretty little, almost like chicken wire bow. Really, this was 2 pieces of greenery, 1 floral bush, 1 piece of greenery, a little bit of burlap mesh, a little teeny bit of this goodness right here. I'm going to put some in the back as well. What do you call this? Moss. Take some scissors here and get it down in. I love the texture of it. I just like a little of it because I don't like it falling all over the place. But I do like the whimsy of it, if that makes any sense. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Patricia and Cheryl. Thanks, guys. I was worried that, you might not like this because some people either love the rustic or they hate it, But you could absolutely put in another chicken or some more chicks. I mean, I have another rooster over there. I think 2 roosters is a little much for this size box, but let me show you something. I have something really, really cool. Now, for me, this is how I would display it. I went again into the magical basement and pulled out a little treasure. I have several of these, but this particular one is really rusty. And I love it that way. I like it a little dirty, as you know. So let's see. I have some more eggs, but I don't think, I don't know, does a chicken legs a lot of eggs? I just think the 3 is fine. I have some smaller ones. We could add those if we wanted on the back if we had to. All right, now let me show you. I'm cleaning up my mess because I want you to get the picture here, and hopefully you'll be able to see it without all of this craziness going on my table. All right, so are you ready? This is a dusty, crusty old scale, and I love them. This is a very, very old one. This is National Family Scale. It's American cutlery. What's great about this one is that it still has all of its numbers in weight. It does work, but this is how I would display this. I would put it out here. Can you guys see? I'm having trouble seeing you guys, so I hope you guys can see it. So that scale, and I would set that bad boy right up on there. Right? And you could Velcro it or just let it sit. Look how cool that looks, right? It's the perfect farmhouse little addition. I love that. Now, this particular piece is not being sold with the scale, If you want the scale, it's probably, this piece is probably going to be $200 with the scale. The scale is very old, and I spent too much money on it, as usual, but I do love my antiques. Do you guys collect antiques? Do you love to work with your rusty, crusty stuff? Oh, I see lots of hearts. Thank you, guys. Thanks so much. Does anybody have any questions about what I did or why I did it? It's really pretty. And then what you could do down here for display, here's a little grain shovel, right? You could put a little something like that with eggs. Let's see. Let's put that like that. Okay. And then you could add some of those little eggs or some bigger eggs, right? Leave that on the table. Right, display it like that. Then you could add more greenery and flowers down there too. Or, you know, I've got all kinds of knobs and bendy things, and I don't even know what this is. It's off a like not a sewing machine, but it's a part of a spindle. You just lay your stuff down there. You could have another little rooster, and you have this little vignette. You guys can't see it all. What do you think? What do we think? Do we like? I love all that stuff. Let's see, I can't see the camera. Oh, thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Pearl. Thank you, Constance and Jackie. Thank you all so very much. Oopsie, I turned you around. Sorry. I love to stage stuff, I sure do. That's why I always need stuff in the magical basement. Nana always says, what are you going to do with that? What are you going to do with that? I don't know until I need it. You know what I mean? Thank you, Judy. Oh, you're a first-time watcher. Welcome, Judy. I'd love it if you would follow. Thank you, Alicia and Cheryl. You guys are so kind. I appreciate you all so very much. Thank you so much for the stars. That means a lot to me. If they'll ever send them to me, it'd be fabulous. Oh, Alicia, I still haven't gotten them. Now they're saying the end of February. I'm like, come on, my horses need feed. If you don't know, I donate my star money to the Whip City Animal Sanctuary here in Westfield, Massachusetts. That's where I do my barn excursion. So I always go up to the barn and take my phone with me and show all my amazing friends up there, my four-legged friends. Thank you all so very much. I'm going to say goodnight to you all. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful night and a great week. Be kind to one another, and we'll talk to you soon. I'll be live again on Wednesday here on my page. Bye, guys. Have a great night.